Good night, good night, good night, everybody. Hi, Nadi. Me say people, me no know if you see all what go on here, but Andrew Allness. I don't know, can let me not fix my ear good tonight. How are you going? Boy, thank God for wig, you know. Because if it was not for wig, I don't know what I would do. I see peace, Dwayne, good night. When Andrew take Mr. Chang Senga FID, we all did know where you did take him and change up everything for get him forgot it. You know, no say look out of order, man. You know, no say look out of order, man. Come out and say, oh, the IC now have no right to investigate and have no right should I investigate. And let me read where the FID. And him not got no more station but nationwide. Prime Minister say has confirmed his lawyer written to the Integrity Commission demanding they make the findings of the Financial Investigation Division public. The Prime Minister, who was speaking during an exclusive interview with Nationwide News Cliff Hughes, avoid suggesting Commission is biased against JLP. He also stopped short of acknowledge whether he has confidence in the Integrity Commission. You see, can't tell right now to no, the FID put out a statement says, let me read that one. Hear this. Vian, good night. O'Neill, good night. TikToker, good night. Says the Financial Investigation Division has told the Integrity Commission that there is no viable or credible basis for it to undertake an investigation into the statutory declaration of the Prime Minister Andrew Ole. So there is no what? There is no credible basis for it to undertake an investigation into the statutory declarations. Everything will come out now, you know. It's understood that the FID has sharply criticized the IC for public nature of its probe into that. So I never love to that wholeness affair and subsequently refer to the FID. The FID noted that the IC approach defies international best practice and risks prejudicing the investigation into 4 years of Prime Minister statutory filing. And they want demand the IC now. That we don't know. That's why the man shift you up for putting friend in there. See the outcome here. We know this is that will come. We can't fool with corruption and cover up corruption. We know from the beginning he was going to come out to say this. When he may come out and talk, oh, him not have no deal with it. And it took on all long before no come back now with this. If Wheatley case now come out now, or no come out with this now, about on the right for the finding. The IC if you hold on same way until you can provide what they ask you for. So the Prime Minister for commit an offense, but it's not best practice. It's not best practice for make everybody know say I'm a criminal. See the UK Prime Minister today, I resign. You know how much I didn't resign? Philip, when I resign for could I stay? And you're big and strong. Run gone over Cliff Hughes program, I can find that phone now. Go and talk about oh you stand with Dr. Andrew Wheatley. You set a criminal you know. Let me play it for now. Go away there now.
You know, these issues sometimes take unanswered.
Hi, Paul.
Your cabinet minister, former ambassador to the US, Audrey Marks.
No, I don't know one them I want to play. I don't know one. This one.
To Andrew Wheatley, does he still retain your confidence as a cabinet minister? Dr. Wheatley retains my confidence in the work that he has been doing in the Office of the Prime Minister, particularly AI and cyber and these other areas. As it relates to the report that was tabled on him, I have read the report briefly. I have not a chance to go through it. I do intend to be briefed by the attorneys as to exactly what is stated in the report. I do, however, feel... His attorneys, or your attorneys, or the government's attorneys? Well, the party's attorneys. Oh, yeah. All the parties involved. Yeah. Okay. So, the charges that are suggested or recommended are serious charges. Now, the challenge, of course, is that no charge has yet been preferred on him. So, until that point, we will observe the situation. Today, I'm going to leave here, run back to cabinet. I expect to see Minister Wheatley there, and we will have a fulsome discussion with him directly on the report and what to expect in the future.
Can I hear it? I feel so embarrassed. We know, Vian. We know nothing will happen when we don't talk about already. We know what would be the end result. I don't do nothing. I see you TikTok talk about them what me say wrong? Hold on there. Me say sometime I tell you when me see what go on in our country right now. It it disgusts me. It disgusts me, people, me tell you now. Me I go play back, me I go tell you something for those who never get to hear in a clip here. Somebody message me and say every time if I play it and make the people then hear it, me gonna really and truly understand what is about to come. We not see nothing yet. So all who run out strong and I take up about 1 p.m. and low we making run the country all kind of this. No problem, man. I bet you wanna soon shut up on the mouth. Wait. Wait till they nominate that woman of America. You see what station you run go? Cliff Hughes. Somebody just send me this note here. Me son read. But I see him. I want play this again. Me couldn't hear it. Because for those who never hear, listen what is to come.
Ms. Lake, what can you tell us about your take on the best way to help Jamaica? As ambassador confirmed, you intend to focus more on aid or on lifting trade burdens, on increasing economic opportunities for the island?
Thank you, Senator Lee, for that question. I think it's if confirmed, we're going to look at everything. We're going to hit the ground running and look at ways to expand American business opportunities and try to level the playing field, because right now, as we know, when we're competing with for a contract or a tender with the CCP or CCP controlled company, oftentimes they'll underbid the United States. We want to make sure that we're working with Jamaica to make sure that there's a level playing field so that American businesses have a real shot to do great work. We know that we provide better quality work. We hire Jamaicans, and we want to make sure that we're assisting and also allowing for American companies to expand. I think there's big companies that could help right now. There's a huge need as they're rebuilding after this Category 5, which devastated especially the southern and western part of the island. And if we don't take an active approach to getting American companies in to bid and get some of these big purchases and big jobs, we're going to see the vacuum filled by more Chinese influence in that country. And that's concerning to me. I think it's concerning to both sides of the aisle when it comes to what China has done and their influence so close to home.
We've seen that all over this hemisphere, in many parts of Central and South America. China gaining footholds, putting a base in Argentina, for example. A lot of increased ties with Brazil, with the current government in Colombia, just to name a few. I would imagine that adding Jamaica to the list, securing significant foothold in Jamaica would be a huge feather in the cap for the CCP folk who really want a massive inroad at the doorstep of continental United States of America. What do you think that is the best antidote to that, and how can you work with the Jamaican government to discourage that from happening?
Yes, right now the Chinese have a massive stake in one of the key ports in Kingston. I think they have 49% control over it, and that puts us at risk. And so we need to rebalance things and work with the Jamaican government on that. And, not just big businesses, there's small businesses as well. I love this story. We all know that Jamaica has incredible athletes. They dominate in track and field and in gold medals. The fastest man in the world, Usain Bolt. I mean, we all watched to see wowed the world. But they're one of the only tropical climates that also has a winter Olympic team in their bobsled. And actually, a company in Utah, backcountry, does the outfitting for that team, the Jamaican bobsled team, which I think is very cool. I mean, we definitely want big projects, but we want to encourage all kinds of American businesses to invest in Jamaica and Jamaicans to invest in America as well. You can buy a lot of things in Jamaica. You can show up and not have swim trunks, and you can purchase those. You can purchase beach towels, whatever you need, shorts and shirts, but you cannot purchase winter parkas in Jamaica. And
I would imagine it would have limited utility in Jamaica.
it would. You just don't need it. So I think there's a real opportunity to work as with our partners, our neighbors. Jamaica, an incredible country, and I'm looking forward to it.
There's a growing sense that gang violence is
You
becoming
vote for
more of a
better.
problem throughout the
You know
Caribbean.
that feel beyond.
And the growing concern that some of this is a
Aye,
spillover
from
effect
Sierra
from
Leone.
Haiti, which has been
West Africa.
really
James,
had
good
a
night.
big problem with gang violence. Any thoughts on how best the United States can work with Jamaica in order to bring
All right,
that
me see
problem
you
under
now.
control?
Stop type.
Well, thank you for the question. Thank you for mentioning Haiti. I know that not only is the United States taking an active role with the gang suppression force down there, but Jamaica is as well. Jamaica has some very talented individuals that are on the ground. I think the second in command, from what I understand, in this gang suppression activity that's happening and the work to stabilize Haiti is a Jamaican. So it's in Jamaica's interest, it's in the United States' interest, it's really in the Caribbean interest to make sure that we can solve some of the serious problems in Haiti, and we'll be focusing on that if confirmed.
Remind me again, you and I have talked about this in the past, and you may have talked about it more while I stepped out to vote. You've had this ongoing relationship with Jamaica. I haven't met many ambassadorial nominees who have been to that country nearly as many times as you have. Tell me how that came about. Remind me why you feel so strongly about this country.
Well, growing up in Iowa, I never had a chance to do vacation in a big family. If we did vacation, it was camping somewhere with a short drive, or going to visit grandparents.
As one of 7 children, I know that's real.
Yes, the car trips were an experience, especially with 9 car sick kids. So the first time I got to see the ocean, I saved money and flew to Jamaica. It was the first ocean I ever saw. I got spoiled. That's a great ocean to see, the Caribbean Ocean, and we just kept going back. It's a great. The beaches are great. My family and I, our kids are big swimmers. We like to swim in the ocean. We like to cliff jump, and there's some great cliff jumping in Westmoreland Parish. But mostly we just love the people. There's a feeling you get when you're in Jamaica, the spirit of the people. They love their country. They're so proud to be Jamaican. It reminds me of the patriotic pride I carry in my heart for this great country, America, where our opportunities are so great. And I'm glad to see that things are looking up. I know that as they continue to rebuild after this devastating, catastrophic hurricane, I think they're going to pull themselves out of this, and bright days are ahead for Jamaica.
Well, they are indeed,
Bright
especially
days
after
are
we get you
ahead for
confirmed.
Jamaica,
I wish
isn't
you
it,
well. You're going to do very well in that capacity. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, them a plan now for come down now. Run out a little China man them out of our country. First, the Air Caribbean, it burned me how these trailer trash come have so much say in our country. May I tell you? Why you think it's so? Why you think it's so? She just Westmoreland, yeah. She talk about Westmoreland. But why I say I play it every evening, I go try to remember and play it. So anybody will never hear if you understand, say, we in a serious predicament. We are in a serious predicament. We in a serious predicament. Serious days ahead. Because, let me tell you this, and I say it already. If you sit down all the while and when we that struggle, and then come in can help. And the people that will come here can help. Who no want come in can run them way. That can't right. The internet will get trouble tonight, you
Up
know.
first this evening, President Donald Trump's nominee for the United States, Ambassador to Jamaica Kari Lake, pledged to strengthen security cooperation with Kingston and push back against China's growing influence in the Caribbean if confirmed to the diplomatic post. She made the assertion Thursday at a confirmation hearing before the United States Senate Foreign Relations Committee.
Kari Lake is one step closer to becoming the U.S. ambassador to Jamaica. The former television journalist and close Donald Trump ally was grilled before the Senate committee on Thursday on a range of issues. She's promising to hit the ground running if confirmed. Among the issues at the top of her agenda, to create opportunities in Jamaica for American businesses, raising concern about China's growing influence in the country.
Right now, as we know, when we're competing with for a contract or a tender with the CCP or CCP-controlled company, oftentimes they'll underbid the United States. We want to make sure that we're working with Jamaica to make sure that there's a level playing field so that American businesses have a real shot to do great work. We know that we provide better quality work. We hire Jamaicans, and we want to make sure that we're assisting and also allowing for American companies to
Thank you,
expand.
Raquel.
Another concern.
Right now, the Chinese have a massive stake in one of the key ports in Kingston. I think they have a 49% control over it, and that puts us at risk. And so we need to rebalance
Good
things
night,
and
Con
work with the
Henry.
Jamaican government on that. There's massive concerns, not just from their strategy of taking a huge section of the ports, but also when you look at the 5G and the telecom, with Huawei expanding, it's very concerning what could happen. You know, there's always strings attached with China, and the question is, do you want all of the information going through Huawei, where you all of a sudden would have that information being trickled back to the CCP and China?
On the issue of crime and violence, she's promising to work closely with local law enforcement as the U.S. and Jamaica continue to strengthen ties to curb the illegal drug trade and lottery scamming. Chanela Precious, TVJ News.
Where's the Mansa? Mansa. Nobody can say we never won. I was sending you a warning. Oh, that song they go again. A new day is dawning. Oh, no. What song go? I was sending you a warning. A new day dawning. I must say a good night. I wonder if them smell the aisle. Oh, you never say smoke without fire, Vian. They call me conspiratorial. Yeah, man. No worry, man. See them a manifest, a man, sir. See everything a manifest. Remember what he said? When Andrew put Chong at the FID, him put him there for come clear him. Don't we did say that over here, sir? What you think him said to the man, sir? You know what you are going, man, sir. Tell me what you think the man put out and send the man to IC. But Andrew Holness, you put yourself in a too much problem. You hear that? Yeah. Yeah. So the whole system corrupt in Jamaica. The man corrupt everything. He strategically corrupt every avenue. But anything you saw where you're going to reap in a brother. It may be long, but it won't be forever. It may be long, but it will never be forever, because nothing will last forever on this planet. And surely where you sow, you will surely reap. Dennis Simpson. How are your problem? Who invite you over here? Who invite you over here? Why someone is so tormented when you see people on social media when you come over here to come chat phone of foolishness? You know, say me over here, me and my people them talk where you want. Say, Merville, good night. Scroll past and go on, man.
Good night, Jen.
Good night, man. So what going?
I'm not stay long. I might join back later. But I see 17 Asians land too, you know.
Yes, yes, me see that today too, you know. Yeah, me see it. So then land up a
Una go
Portland.
see up Portland.
Yeah.
Una go see the difference when him treat them people.
Me
Yeah?
a, me a watch too. Me a watch now. Me a watch with all the way going if them are gonna use little common sense and say, you know what? Make them wanna stay. Me a go watch. We a watch, man. We not make nothing pass away.
Una go see when me I say, if him send them back, the only conclusion is that him no want no more black people in the country.
Mm-hmm.
That are the only conclusion they can draw the same agenda. Is it me? Because them our next door neighbor,
Yeah.
then they not carry come. And if you send them back, like you send them back all the time, people are gonna ask, so why, so how you take 10,000 people from all over the world, but they go send back with Asian, with neighbor them we live with them next door with, who look like we ever send them back, but I take 10,000 people. And them Christian people are gonna ask, so I'm only surprised if him send them back. Because me don't know what them are do already.
Yeah. Cause to the married at the bar Antigua and Barbuda. So them not take America want them to take 100 and they said no, they will only take 12. So them are America at risk right now. Cause them say they not take. Well, America just come and want force people to take people for. Hey, they have enough place up they can keep the people them.
We have some state where just a couple people living there now.
Me say all up at Pittsburgh there, because all up Woodland when me say up at the place there.
Yeah.
Me pass all one place where them a show me say one set of people, them have one tradition in them where them na go pan the out, them na deal with nobody outside. Like I forget the name of what
Amish them.
The
The Amish them.
Yeah, the Amish them. Whole heap of land there. Pass that the section there, one whole heap of land.
Them have still not Dakota, so Dakota, a couple 100,000 people live there, so. Isn't it? Amount of space, look how America big and look how Jamaica small, and you tell me say you take 10,000.
And you want force them
10,000
down for the people them down here. It's unfair. And under everything you can agree. There some of them I say all one Mr. Vegas, but if I did Mark Gold, I do the same thing. America, that's where America says stand. Well, me know say Michael Manley when never would, that's why they did use Siag against Michael Manley.
You know, I kind of glad to say him there in so long. You get to see the people them who have no love for the country.
You see the third term a tough man, so sometimes we don't even know how God make things work out, you know. Because you know, so I know people just say Andrew dirty bad ways. Some of them look like they're nice in dirty bad ways because somebody called me today for one strong JLP era. And she say, if you hear the labor right them attack against Andrew, you would have never believed. So Auntie Jenny, if you hear the conversation, they say then shame. So some of them now come publicly, but people attack.
I know enough of them I do video now. When the incident happened with the girl at Buju down at Montego Bay, a couple labor right do video. And since this 10,000 immigrants from all over the world when want come bring in a Jamaica, other people make video, other labor right. See a labor right girl make a video too and she said, she not this way you do. Like she said, this way you do can't rub out. You now win no more election and you just make the JLP probably not win another election for how much years.
And you know, so at the same thing that happened at the time with Michael Manley and Edward Siaga to after 1989. That's even when Manley resigned and get a PJ, nobody would vote back for Edward Siaga.
Everything I'm fair reason, man. None of them wake up. So
that's how me realize, me realize that in a life, man, so I say sometimes some things not work the way or we expect it for work, and we are kill up ourselves. But everything happen for a reason. Because you know what, too? You see, if a PNP win and all of them all out say come down and maybe the PNP would not agree 100% with America and then put on sanction power. They would say they just come down on the PNP wicked enough.
On the PNP, yeah. Them eye open up because it
We know
start affect them journey.
But me I tell you, the labor right now a cuss. Hey, the labor right now a cuss more than me and you. A couple of one race on social media, shame and they can't do no better. So it make you see them come out and attack. But under closed, under secret, trust me.
Them a cross because parity, labor right era, him want move
Aye.
them, go build hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Then last week, him go down a St. Anne,
Yeah.
him go a St. Thomas, go broke down.
Me say
Much
people
100 people
house,
house and them thing,
60 house one place and more if it don't come down. The man a go on wild. It's like the man just has to watch me and them I just go and done them. Cause no same name in election fear. But you know when me
You know,
observe,
remember with it?
when me
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
when me think and I observe now, that man get influence from overseas. You see when all of the network them lock out, maybe we have blame digital and lime, but maybe it was a set up plan, you know,
What you mean?
to just make sure the internet then cut off like how we see what I like go the other day.
Yeah, him get help from
Because
outside the
you
country.
see night election when it come, Cliff Hughes declared the PNP winner, you know. And Sam get a phone call say him a declare it too early. You know, remember? I said box then done count and all kind of something. And then start count back. Then you see who some of who did win, numbers are drop back and all kind of something. We said that was a night of criminal. But yes, see him there now? Yes, man. The judge then get pay off, man. See that? When you dig hole, when I say you must dig,
Dig two.
you better dig too. Hey, all you see my girl there, best him I put outside, you know. Maureen, good night. I best him I try put outside. The all time people that say like when twek. I wanna say there, full bottom I got twek. You remember that little old saying? I never remember I got
Yeah,
good.
man. Stop man. When man do Jenny, he try balance too much thing. Him sign off deal with so many people. Him sign deal with China. He sign America deal. Plus America have him file. Them know say him do money laundering and other things. You see me? So him can't tell America no. But him so close in with China cause China give him money on that table too. You see me? Plus him go sign deal
yeah.
of Israel. You see me? So he might try to balance everything because him they all over the place and do a sort of thing, be a sign deal with everybody.
Yeah.
You see me? Just he might try to keep integrity commission at arm's length. You see me?
Yeah.
He might have the court case there with them. Plus Buchanan a challenge him in a court for the seat. And the best he might put outside for true.
No, tell us the best him I put out. All today's thing come from Cliff Hughes. It's a face card. But him a go left the island and because of that he want to talk about it before he left. But with the done talk saying he can't move Andrew Wheatley. He can't move Andrew Wheatley.
Can't have to step aside to the same thing, the same investigation him on that.
Yes, he can't move him. So him sticking with him. Which we know say him have to. He couldn't do better. Honestly, if it was even the PNP in the same predicament, then couldn't do no better. Because if you do that, you then do more to your own self. So you see all them strategically do it now. The same time with all of this now, at that time you see the FID put out statement today.
Put out statement.
Yeah, I mean no can't fool. You can't fool we over here, sir. Hey, that the man there for real. I no, and that's so good nice man. When Reddit turn pan him when he can't Reddit is a man like this when he not get what he want and we get real mad and cuss all bad out, you know. Mr. Reddit cuss all bad out when the things not go film with. I mean good night, sweetie.
That's why I want the woman get the thing, you know. For be the Jamaica ambassador done. No want her get it, you know.
You want her get
Put
it?
more pressure. Yeah man, put more pressure upon him down there.
Oh, I see your
They
point.
want to get it.
I see your point. I see your point, Manta. That's a very good point.
Yeah, man should put more pressure upon him and say, yo,
But
here what? We have to take back the war from them, or else. Remember, so we have them paper upon you, We have them evidence for you about
say,
the money laundering
that would then work out now with China.
He mean in trouble, they say, You see me? He mean have to decide if he want to go to America, come in America prison or what. You see me?
So hold on. Suppose them put that pan and say, no, you have to get out the China and give it the WAF instead of the China. And him can't do that. With it, what? Why?
Them not send FEMA or them do a Maduro. Them do a Maduro upon him. You remember how them do Maduro down in Venezuela?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So them not either do a Maduro or them send the extradition request. It can't catch up with him, too many things in too many countries. He might deal with them thing and them country they're not friend. So it'll catch up with him at some point. Anyway, Jen, I just that me and say still.
Yeah.
Join back probably later.
Alright, thanks. Gloria, good night.
Hey, good night, Auntie. Jen, I'm listening, Mama. Me can't talk.
No, why you fit talk?
Because if I listen around, I can't believe myself. I can't believe a Jamaica I live in.
Myself, I think
I
it's
see
same.
what go on. Can't believe.
I think it's same
There
thing.
really are not much to say enough because of pure bangaranga go. Eh?
So what you think I go happen here now?
Auntie Jen, tell you the honest truth. I don't know what to think. Can you see the man here? Everything went do wrong and get over it. So I don't know what to think. Tell you the truth. Everything what he do that's not right. He get away with it, no charge against him. Nothing come out right.
True your talk.
I don't know.
I true your talk. Good night, Roy.
Eh?
I true your talk. Nothing not come out of it.
So I don't know if it things around today. Now I'm going to watch.
With
I'm
that.
going to watch what go on. Me say I worry about broke this antigen. Yeah, when things now work away, how if it work? I mean, I came back country, but me can't reach the hide under there.
You have to go carry me down. You have to go carry me with you. You have to go carry me with you. Down there, make we go hide in it. Hey, you better make we go start clean out the cave. And line up with bed and sitting in one little solar.
Auntie Jen, me want to came back country. Still on then call the room hall. It look like some have to go hide under there, so. Eh? But when me go reach there, if you war start.
No, you can't wait till war start. That's why I say you have to start make the preparation. We have to start make the preparation. So
We are young grown then nearby, so when you hungry, we can go to this I am a roast and boil it. It go by so orange.
No, sir.
It sound funny, Auntie Jen, but that's true.
But we are going to get with medication. Then when we want medication,
Young grown then nearby, we can
leave him to God use it, you're right.
then at that type, that's going to be the greatest. You have to go stack up. We don't know.
I think we might talk about
Lord Jesus, Auntie Jen, it's serious. It's very serious.
Gloria, we still don't survive for too long in our cave neither, because there are certain things if you get sick and
When it rain.
rain and all of them something.
Yes, that's true.
So, we just have to go put our trust in God and make our soul right.
Yes.
Make our soul right. That's if in case anything,
Sometimes, you just talk, but say not going to work, so.
Not gonna work, so. But it'll get from bad to worse.
Auntie Jen, I'm so confused. I don't know what to say. Tell you the honest truth.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much and unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I don't know what to say.
True.
I just stay aside and I watch what I go on. Yeah. Yeah, because we can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like if you go on the road for go north, a problem.
A problem.
Right?
Vienna.
And
Mm. You play something in
I
the
got you a
back.
picture something, you know.
Your background noisy.
Eh?
Your background noisy.
Yeah. I must see fun on the radio there behind me.
Yeah, man. Me hear it in a Vienna. So should have fret if in lockdown in airport. He will do anything. He will do anything. Vienna. A madman.
Jesus. Master, I mean, I want to believe God name. For God love me. I mean, I want to believe in him.
Yeah.
God know. What a Jamaica we gone? And what a Jamaica? What a thing Jamaica gone 2010?
It gone bad.
In all my 60 odd years, in all my 60 odd years, the strangest thing I ever hear or witness, you know. Eh? It's so surprising. I don't know where to start to talk from because it's too much. Every day is a new epistle or what me call it. Eh? Every day is a new revelation.
Every day is a new
We're
revelation.
so confused. We can't. Yes.
And guess what?
We can't.
More to come, you know. More to come. You know, me feel so them I try though. Me feel so them I go try for overthrow the Integrity Commission. Them I go them I try for make one law for black out Integrity Commission. Because couple more of them soon get exposed to, you know.
Then we don't know antigen, we no fool, you know, we see what go on. We see what go on and the man. You know, she say I'm a dictator and we do anything and get off a charge. Eh?
Yeah.
He buy out everybody.
So true, Lana.
Not even church, me no hear come out and talk, you know. How they I'm here church come out and I say Whitney if you resign. That's all. While we're going, I don't hear the churches them come out and civil society come out and attack. One time in a portion PJ time every second, every little funny thing going. All when you know funny churches come out and then talk. Who if you resign and wanna go and good and no. They're silent. They are very silent.
Silent like a lamb.
So everybody get buyout, you look like.
Mm-hmm.
It look like everybody get buyout. But
then get
I'm glad we
buyout.
say.
Then get buyout for you.
I'm glad we say. I'm glad we say Auntie Jem and I'm glad we are depend upon. We have to put your trust in the Almighty. Can't go one person never fail we and him.
Yes.
Right?
True.
And he stay high and I look far.
Yes.
And he choosing people go down to the drain. Anytime this man and his followers them are go down and away.
Yeah, no way. At them I go
So we
down.
not do nothing.
At them I go down, you know. Them must go down too, you know. At them I go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
At them I go down.
Man, I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm weak, I am worn. I don't know what's going to happen. Especially when them the hybrid person, I call him hybrid person, come at Jamaica. Oh, what's going to happen? Who going to maintain them? We and them I go bound shoulder to shoulder. What going to happen to our kids? Our grandkids? What going to happen, Auntie Jen?
It going rough on them, missus.
Them, but we and them are going shoulder to shoulder because them are all over the country. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And you never know a hybrid people. Me never call him the other name. Me I say hybrid.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
No, man, that JP government really is a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Let me say disgrace.
Jen, you can't say it again.
A disgrace to
In
the
all my
country.
60th year on this earth,
No,
I
man.
never ever hear of these stories.
The man,
Stories back a story.
the man,
Stories back a.
the man, cunning, the man change up a rule and put in French tongue, and then now in change Frank come and go talk about, oh, the IC is out of order, and the IC should have this, and the IC should have that. Who give the FID that the type of argument they come out with? And they must,
I don't know.
and they must release the claim, and they must release what the FID came out with. I'm sitting down today, Mary the article, and I said,
Auntie Jen, you remember with Mr. Azan when he did build the stalling for the people.
Remember, man.
I think how time for this. And you see, and you say in a parliament with no corruption, no corrupt man.
You see, hey.
And push off making it.
I look here now. The whole of them on the labor rights side corrupt, you know. Because when you look on Dalrymple a criminal, you know.
Just.
Dalrymple a criminal. As a female. Yeah, as a female. When you look, you have Bobby Montague, you have the whole of them.
There's so much. I remember their name. Sure.
The whole of them.
I'm tired of them. Me want them come step down. I'm tired of them.
Alfred,
too much corruption, Auntie Jen. Me want free. Me want peace. And with this man, no peace, no love, not all.
We're not going to peace, as far as I see it, we're not going to peace right now.
God have mercy, look how Jamaica is a peaceful, praying country. And look what it gone to now. Look what it gone to. Gone to the dogs. My God. And how this man fool up the people, them. Fool him up and how him go do better. Everybody saying, young man, he have new talent, new way you call it. They go try him. In what barefoot go cross river. I don't know why not do for win. The first time around.
Yeah, take off roll up in pants and walk in a river and go on with him foolishness. Hey.
All right.
Hi, Phyllis.
Hey.
Yeah, Gloria.
Election night, how much o'clock in their people yard and knock them up. I pay them off to win. 12 o'clock at night for 9 bed in their people yard and knock them
12
up.
12 o'clock, 1, 2 o'clock in the road. 1, 2 o'clock in the road.
You know what?
I wake up people out of them bed.
You know why my high sleep? Yes. Because you know why I keep want win, I'm hungry. At a halfway tree go to get flyers, I get taxi people flyers and ordinary people. And the achievement of the government, what the government done. Like say people blind. And you can when you might pass now, you never know when you might pass through. Because you can't see him.
You're right. Skip them. We never left out of St. Elizabeth. Boy, in St. Elizabeth hours a night. I might look like that the other man tell him.
And Manchester too.
Yes, and Manchester too. Yeah.
Yes. Manchester to but anyhow.
Yeah, man.
We always see what's going to go down. We always
if we're gonna say more than what we see already, then the judgment power, man. God and time, Trem. God and time.
People that say if me not live to see what go on and secure the tidings come on my grave.
Yeah, remember the little old saying. Remember the little old saying.
And secure the tidings come on my grave. Me always say the little phrase there, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, because all the people, they must something else.
The 1 p.m. my weapon farm against Jamaica.
Longest liver we see the most, Auntie Jen.
Yeah, the longest liver we see the most. So make we go and watch and see who's going to live the longest, no? All right. Yeah, man.
Me I want Ghana and chap 99.
Eh?
She never knows that she da live for see 99 yesterday that then keep up her birthday at Chilani.
Wow.
Miss Brown, Yona Brown, yeah man.
Awesome.
99 man, and she have good sense of humor. Just see little arthritis in the foot. I give her a problem. Yeah man, and she bathe herself and do what she have to do. She can cook to but the foot.
Wow.
And her brain focus, her brain thick man. She remember every little thing and she a designer, you know.
Wow.
A fashion designer. Yeah man.
Awesome.
99 wish. Yeah. So you stay there.
Yes,
boy,
keep
they
them
are
still
blessed
on the
people,
tarpaulin. And they want to take in people coming and put them up better than 4 people. Hell no.
But Auntie Jem, what a wicked act. People live on the tarpaulin.
Hell no.
And he
And
now look
people are
out
going to
for
come and
us
come get
people.
hotel. They think they're not going to put them up good. They have to put them up good. And they lie. And that me can't take it.
And that,
Me say they lie so till long God
and you
know.
know, say people are going to jealous.
They you know
People
them?
are going to jealous and you're going to see what go happen. Me no want.
So talk it true.
Me no want call
Talk
out
it.
what go happen.
You know about that talk it. We know. Because we know what you're going to hear. So we over here instigate nothing. But we know. But hear this.
You
You
right.
expect
You
say.
right.
You expect say we not going to feel bad. And you go and butt down all people house.
Of course.
Eh? You go and butt down you little
Oh
people then
Lord,
little
Auntie Jem,
dwelling.
a cruelty.
You look a place where you brought down all the people then call home. Regularize the people them and make them get one little
Oh,
place. We put their head. You butt down their house and you go
Lord.
some on the tarpaulin
I see.
and you go bring in people pan way and make them live better than we. Oh no,
Oh.
wicked man.
Yeah, you're going to see what go on, man. Know where yourself, Auntie Jen.
We need to put, you know, even to them there talk about the school bus them when they carrying for win the election, you know. All know we bus them are broke down. We not hear nothing about the bus them again. Then we hear so them are gonna bring in new bus. Then we not
Me
hear
never see
nothing.
them, Auntie.
Hardly I see them
Me
broke
no see
down.
them again.
One and two of them still there.
You see them, Auntie Jen?
Yeah, one pass from me way.
I went there, me got Stony. Me got Stony in last week Thursday. I miss one of them. Me couldn't tell who me ever see them. From them time there. One message pass. I come from back Golden Spring where I go. I go halfway tree. Yeah, me know them still exist. Eh? Although me hardly come out, I come out when me have things to deal with, me come out. My God.
Fergie said people have to understand the government expect Jamaican people to live under harsh condition because they will survive. Celine said even Antigen, not even the devil don't want Andrew Holness down a hell with him liar, wicked and thief.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord, that is oh Lord, man, that's not good.
If Satan don't want
It's
him,
bad.
if Satan don't want him, then I wish for him.
He bad.
Where am I gonna go?
He bad. Me no know he bad. He bad.
If Satan don't want him, then where am I go?
You know, who you working for? Who is working for? Who this man is working for?
It's bad if Satan don't want him.
I don't want to laugh, I know me can't laugh. No man, that's dangerous.
No, sir.
It's
It's terrible, man. It's terrible,
dangerous, man.
It's terrible. It's terrible. People, it's terrible.
Yeah. Hungry blind, hungry blind can't see, but
one of my friends said me if I take him off ice cream, then can't bear see him. So, hold on. How me do this now? How me take him off ice cream, you know? After me,
he make you upset, man. Make your granddaughter take him down.
my granddaughter is there tonight. Hold on, may I try some?
Okay. Oh, God, my hand straight. Oh, this, oh my God.
You look like I take him off. I'm going to put up something else.
Oh, Lord. You should have turned. I 3 times hot in my car.
Well, on the,
Ambassador.
go mute your mic, like mute your mic, like um,
Yeah, Gloria.
yeah, Gloria, me mute your mic, like mute your mic, like hold on, right, purpose, grace. No one is perfect. If the next man was in the country, would not be better. We all one. Me not understand. Oh, you go judge a man and say find the next man. You can't judge him. You ever see the man in operation? You can't come here, come type on my platform and say the next man did not do the same thing. That is not nice. You never see the man in leadership and run the country before that you can compare him to Andrew Holness. So how are you going to say that? That is not a good analogy. Right, well said. That's true. Him gone, yeah, me move him. But me need to put something there. Let me put no wire then. Hold on. We talk about she too, because she are the next problem. Hi, Marcia Thomas, good night. We say keep the Tootsie going. Somebody said me if keep him and put him up, make people know say him where talk. Everybody have a different view. I believe so too. And have to learn to be tolerable. Put him up. But they know say him where talk. Yeah, good night. Yeah. Alright. Anybody else want to join the conversation, send me an invite. Or if you're on YouTube and you want to say something, you know the number, right? So you can go ahead and call in and share in the discussion. But there's something we want to talk about tonight. Because I know so I'm not going to say I shouldn't bring it up, but I'm going to bring it up. Everybody that's in the wedding business on social media, right? And everybody is saying congratulations. I'm sure no matter. So this is the picture of the newlywed. Have you seen it, Fergie? Yeah. But there's something me observe. I wish him all the best because I tell you, I hope woman understand something. You see a man art, the art always there at a particular place. If a man have 10 women, if a man have 10 women, you see out of that 10 women, there's a special one in her heart. Oh, you see them too? Okay. But through me as an observer, I I have some questions. Him write on them caption, he said, thank God for the broken road that lead me back to you. Yeah, she's a liar, yeah, yeah. But I look at it and I say, somebody is crying. Somebody is crying. Because my observation leading up to the general election, I saw somebody else. Vian, you're asking me why. Do you know the wife? Do you know the person you married to? Vian? Come the man, make we read the chat we talk. Oh, you never get the story. Well, me know, because I know me know. Oh, Derval say, yeah, she's my sister. Really? So your sister so pretty and you're so pretty. No vex with me though, it's a joke, yo. Hmm. In there, no, alright, let me tell you now, alright, this is my observation. Leading up to the election, I saw him along with the counselor girl. And they looked like they were happy, and I thought that's who he would have married to. Family. Oh, the new one is a colleague of yours. What? Vian, you're up in at things, Vian. Alright, you understand what I say? So when me see this new thing come up now, I say, but wait. So me start to look at it and I say, but wait. Another person. And the next one, me know me see another on campaign trail she they all about and all of that. So it was a little bit surprising to me. So that was my critiques of it. And when me look at me, I say, a man art, you say man? You say oh no man? Me I tell somebody say, you have to find a real man that you trust your heart and put your heart in them because you will get broken heart. You will get broken heart. Anyway, we wish him all the best. He's his own man and he make him own choice. And I think, are you married? I was married once, but I'm not married now. I don't know if that may answer your question. But yes, I was married at some point. But I am not married now. If you ask me more questions, then me give you more answer. Yeah. But anyway, that is just my little observation. I wish him well. I wish him a happy life ever after. A man asks, choose what they want. And we congratulate him. What advice can I give to young people? Oh, somebody send me a message. What advice I have to young people is, let me finish read this. Somebody send me a message. Tell us if me talk, me I got ear, but me know still. He was with her before when they were younger. I know that one. Thank you for it. Thank you. But I learn it. I learn it. All right. My advice for young people who want to get married. First of all, you need to seek God in your lives. No man, me not call your name because me not call your name. I don't even know the name of who I send it to me. No, me have to pull you up for now. Mm-hmm. Love have to be the foundation of the marriage. Yes, him said the broken road. Him said that. Him said that. Right. So the foundation of the marriage have to be real love from the core of your heart. God center. That's the two basic foundation for it. Once love is in it, it will stand the test of time. Because love is what will keep it. Jason Augustine, White Jesus. I don't know why you did that whole argument about Jesus tonight. So I don't know if you have a problem about Jesus. I don't have none. I don't serve neither white nor black Jesus. So I don't know where your little comment come from tonight. You hear people attack and you know if you say you just come type something. I don't know nothing about black Jesus nor white Jesus. Yeah, but they look like they're really in love though. I can see the look on his face and I see the look on her face. So, you see, so they have some love. Some love is there. Some love is there. But through me I follow politics, I follow me now, so alright. Yeah. But I see a lot of congratulations goes out, so people may know the story more than I do. But anyway, I see Mark Golin sending him good gratitude and wish them all the best. The song say love will keep us together. Yeah man, love is what keep everybody together. When I see people separate and all of that, there was no real love. It was something like infatuation. Real love stays. Anyway, that was just for that part. We get back to Jamaica problem. A man in Spanish Town lost 300,000 stolen from his card. In lost his card, somebody find it. Don't follow him. Who is that? Don't follow him. Me love how you do your work. Very good. What kind of work? So this man here, I want to hear the breakdown. I don't remember if I did play it today. I don't remember if I did play the breakdown, but I like how Nikisha Burchell did it. I want you to listen to the breakdown for the simplest way she can. Anybody wanna understand it, just now go understand.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Breakdown. I'm Nikisha Burchell. We know me an analogy thing don't work out too well already, but here goes. And before anybody start drafting the outrage posts, let me state what an analogy is. An analogy is a comparison used to explain a complicated issue using a simpler example. All right? So the following is an analogy. An analogy, not a real story, not a news report, not a witness statement, an analogy. All right, here we go. One lady leave our little house and go visit one rich friend of him. Big house, plenty, plenty
Alicia,
resources.
good night.
The friend was having problems with some people staying there. Every time he tries to move them out and place, lawyers get involved, courts get involved, immigration get involved. Pure headache. The lake says, Marcy, never solution for you. Send them come a yard. The man says, you have space? She says, not really. Some people still live under tarpaulin, but friend of a look out for friend. Don't it? The man says, how many can I send? She says, 25 or 10 at a time, but you can send as much as you want over the period at this arrangement. How long we can keep them for? As long as necessary, Professor. The man say, what if they don't leave your country after everything, Irie, bossy? What if they take you to court? Everything, Irie. What if it costs money? We say, everything, Irie. The man says, all right, what do you want in return? The lady says, nothing. Then she signs the agreement, never tells the owners of the yard, never shows them the paperwork, and the owners only found out because somebody leaked it to the newspaper. Now let's come back to Jamaica, because that's basically what has happened here. The third country nationals agreement was signed last week. Done. Ink dry. So Jamaicans only learned about it because the Jamaica Gleaner broke the story. Not because the government announced it, not because Parliament debated it, not because the people were consulted, because somebody leaked it. Let that sink in. And if the agreement is so good for Jamaica, why did Jamaicans have to learn about it from a newspaper? Then we started asking questions in Parliament. I asked whether there was any direct financial benefit to Jamaica. The answer? None.
There's no compensation derived from the United government?
Zero. The response was because we're friends. I asked whether the Ministry of Finance conducted a financial impact assessment. Again, no. No financial assessment, no estimate of cost, no estimate of liabilities, nothing. So let me understand this. You don't know what it might cost, but you've already signed. You don't know what future legal challenges may arise, but you've already signed. You don't know what future liabilities may arise, but you've already signed. That is backwards. Then we learn something else.
They cannot be detained, and they cannot be a place which is signal sense that they're going to be detained.
The persons transferred here will not be detained. They will be free to move around Jamaica wherever they feel. And before anybody twists my words, let me be clear. This is not about locking up people. This is not the issue. The issue is that the government keeps describing this program as controlled. So naturally, Jamaicans are asking, controlled how? Because the minister also confirmed that these individuals may apply for asylum to live in Jamaica. Think about it. Because once somebody applies for asylum, Jamaica becomes responsible for dealing with that process. Jamaican courts, Jamaican institutions, Jamaican taxpayers. If legal challenges arise, Jamaica deals with it. If somebody overstays, Jamaica deals with it. If somebody's country refuses to take them back, Jamaica deals with it.
Once they stay beyond what may be a kind of projected time frame, two things can happen. One, they can apply for asylum, they will treat them as any other illegal immigrant, which is why the numbers are restricted. Secondly, if we find that they might have an adverse trace, we can deport them to their home country at lower cost.
So America pays the plane ticket. Jamaica assumes the uncertainty. America transfers the people. Jamaica inherits the risk. And all of this without any identified financial benefit to Jamaica. Then government says, don't worry, because there are safeguards. Fine. Show us the safeguards. Show us the agreement. Show us what protections you've put in place. And what did we learn? The MOU won't ever be tabled in Parliament. The operational documents won't be tabled either.
What kind
The
of government is?
implementation framework won't be tabled in Parliament. So Jamaicans are being asked
What
to
kind of
trust a
madness, these
document
people?
they're not allowed to read yet again. And then came another twist. The minister indicated that the United States approached Jamaica. That's what he said in Parliament.
The issue of the TCN is a request of the United States government. It's not an issue where we ask for one thing and ask and offer another. We have a long-standing relationship independent, 1962. And they are primary partners in here of security indicated, economic activities, and many years of relationship. And there are many agreements and MOUs that have gone on with them as partners, and they are not discussed on a broker basis. In this case, the United States requested, and our professionals, after the government decided, negotiated and agreed on understanding which we are comfortable with.
But according to reporting by the Jamaica Gleaner, based on a diplomatic note from the U.S. Embassy itself, the original proposal may have come from a Jamaican cabinet minister, the one that's on the mark. So which is it? Who approached who? Who volunteered Jamaica? Who initiated these discussions? And why were Jamaicans the last people to know that people are going to be roaming here that we don't know? Because that's the real issue. Not fear, not politics, transparency, accountability, respect. The government is a manager, but the people are the owners. And managers do not sign agreements in the name of the owners and then refuse to show the owners the contract. If the agreement is good for Jamaica, show Jamaica. If the safeguards are strong, show Jamaica. If benefits outweigh the risks, show Jamaica. And if the government believes it acted in Jamaica's best interest, then it should have absolutely no fear of transparency. I'm Nikisha Virtual. Thank you for watching. This has been another episode of The Breakdown.
Boy, we have a pretty comment. The man said they can apply for asylum. Hold on. Let me see if I find back a clip with him. Horace Chang. Let me make it hear what Horace Chang exact words are. No, that me feel look fine. This one.
A man with varicose veins used a grounding well mat for 2 weeks.
Next presenter, I like the efficiency.
How are you
Yesterday
listening?
the diaspora conference that's going amazingly well. The PM spoke about efficiency and we need to not drag out things longer than they need to be. So we're going very quick this morning. And so today we have with us our Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security and Peace coming to give you an update on a matter that's been in the public domain since yesterday, and we want to clarify everything for you. That's why we're here. And so please welcome our Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Horace Chang.
Thank you much, colleague, Minister Dina Morris Dixon. And good morning to the teams here. I think been recognized by both this moderator and my predecessor, Minister Hill. It's my privilege to join my colleague this morning at his press briefing. I said there seemed to be a very great turnout, so there might be some expectations. I don't know how much I can satisfy that. But there have been an issue in the news recently. A privilege to speak to the trans-TCN, third country nationals that are passed through Jamaica, but it has been headlined a number of other features which I need to clarify before I speak, and I have to do the clarification and take the questions. First of all, Jamaica is not receiving any deportees from the United States, except Jamaicans. May I repeat that? We are not we have no agreement, no understanding to accept deportees from the United States. We accept every month 100 Jamaican deportees. And we have the expertise, staff to manage their entry into Jamaica. That arrangement was negotiated by professionals so that they can come in a structured, organized manner and be resettled in Jamaica, their homeland. The cost of that is all Jamaican. We are receiving, and we have no agreement to or understanding, the MOUs, to receive convicts from the United States. On this, of course, the Jamaicans are deported, which we have agreements, because America is our primary ally and primary partner in trade and in security. And we do have deportees from Jamaica to the United States from time to time, or we have occasionally from the United States convicts. But we have no agreement, no understanding, and there are no discussions to accept convicts from the United States. In fact, anyone coming from the United States is reviewed by the NIB before I indicate that they can land in the country. There is no discussion, review, or understand to accept 10,000 illegal immigrants from the United States. Again, the only illegal immigrants we take from the United States are the Jamaicans who are there. And those conditions are negotiated by professionals from the Ministry of National Security and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We have signed, after extensive negotiation by the relevant professionals, again mainly from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of National Security, Office of the Prime Minister, and of course the lawyers from the Attorney General's office, an agreement to transition to Jamaica some third country nationals from the United States. The number is 25. It's an understanding, and at no time will the number exceed 25, because we have the right to refuse anyone at any time. And both parties can terminate the entire agreement without any long-term notice. The process is basically operational. Procedure is still being worked out and are being negotiated by the professionals, and it will be some time before we see anyone landing here. But when they do, they will come on the basis of an agreed an understanding that the government of the United States will pay the initial stay in Jamaica. They'll be accommodated by the International Organization for Migrants, United Nations body, with which we are working, and of course the Ministry of National Security will be the technical legal side. They'll be detained. Nobody will detention. As part of an international understanding, not a bilateral agreement. The activity to transition them to Jamaica is a bilateral agreement negotiated between the governments who are allies in many areas, and in economy, security, and otherwise. Those are the facts as they are. We are among the about number 7 to agree in the Caribbean Latin American region, because our technical team sat down, negotiate all aspects of the issue. We are a small country. The staff to deal with the immigration section, that aspect, are limited, and therefore they have to go to the logistics of it. As I said, we already received just 100 illegal immigrants. They are Jamaicans, but they still have to go through a process. Already agreements were made between the United States government, Panama, Costa Rica, Belize, Antigua, St. Kitts, and Barbados. And they're discussing with other teams, which they expect to conclude in due course. We have concluded ours, but we don't expect any visitors until I said we set off on the operational details, which are not yet settled. And that's a matter that professionals will negotiate and settle that we can handle them. Any questions? Those are the facts.
Tom, welcome.
Great to be here.
And this is Patricia, my assistant for today. She'll take care of you in the conference room while I grab Al.
Mr. Henderson.
Thank you, DPM. So we're being efficient again, and we've given you the details. You would have seen the press release that was done yesterday. It gave a lot of information in there, and the reason a lot of information was given was because we wanted to say to the public, look, this is it. We've laid everything out. This is what is there. It's not finalized. There's some operational details to be finalized, but we gave a lot of details. And so we're here this morning ready to take your questions. Remember, Minister Hill is also here on the issue of cement, which has been in the public domain a lot. He can take questions there also. So let's go straight to the questions this morning.
Morning, everyone. Mahir
Exactly,
Stewart,
Marion.
Nationwide News here. Question for Dr. Chang. On who initiated the MOU and when was it signed?
No, MOU between countries are not a matter of initiating that. The Americans have which is the country, the
Exactly.
immigrants have an
Right.
issue that they're trying to settle. And we are one of their allies in the Caribbean, and we had discussion, it was initiated. We had discussion which had been prolonged, and we came to an agreement.
The agreement was when?
A few days back, I signed it. I think today is Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday of last week.
So remember, Mahiri, that the U.S. government has these agreements with several other countries. So this is something initiated, an initiative.
Besides several the minister, the Americans are our primary trading partner, primary security partner. We have bilateral relations with the United States and what we call ABC countries are very established. And discussions continue between the governments. We are, of course, the smaller partners, a fact of life. We're small, But bilateral discussions take place between governments that close on an ongoing basis. This is one in which they would have taken the lead because it's their problem, and one in which we can have some assistance.
Okay, the second question would be, obviously we're having this discussion now due to the fact that this information was leaked, but had it not been, when would we have...
The information leaked is different from what I'm talking about. And that's what the problem you have with that. You're conflating two things. Some information suggesting that we were in the process of negotiating the reception of 10,000 illegal immigrants. There is no such discussion, and that we cannot do it this morning. It became part of a discussion because it is known that we were discussing the third country nationals through Jamaica, because there are several other countries in the Caribbean. We signed on Wednesday and we decided we'd make a statement on it, and I reserved that statement for the diaspora event in Montego Bay yesterday, and we would have sent the press release out as normal.
Okay, well, for Jamaicans who are deported, are they or have Jamaicans ever been part of a TCN program from other countries?
What Jamaican?
For Jamaicans who would have probably been deported from other
countries. For Jamaicans who are deported?
From other countries. Has there been an issue where Jamaicans have been a part of TCN?
No, if Jamaicans have been deported to Jamaica, there's no issue. We receive them. The Americans, the United States of America, have the vast majority of illegal migrants from Jamaica, of our illegal migrants, and we have an understanding between those. So they send us about 100 every month. I think they are looking at maybe sending back to Jamaica with over 3,000 Jamaicans. If we didn't have an agreement, we set the policy, and there's no policy on that. Once a Jamaican is deported to Jamaica, we must receive them. What has happened, because we are friends, we work out a structured arrangement which allows us to manage it in an effective and efficient manner. And therefore we take 100 a month, roughly. 2 shipments, 2 aircraft. Sometimes 100, sometimes less than 100.
And could you elaborate more on the accommodation for the Third country nationals.
All right, that's
So-
your last question,
so-
Mahiri. There are other reporters
Accommodation
here.
for?
Third country nationals.
No, well, that's one of the issues that worked out. We'll have to work with the International Organization for Migration to find the appropriate accommodation for them. Until that is done, we can't receive any.
Morning, Kimon Francis from the Gleaner. Just to clarify, the Gleaner at no point reported that 10,000 TCN illegal immigrants were coming to Jamaica.
Not TCN,
At no point.
deportees.
At no point. Question.
No, don't confuse it, 10,000 deportees is different from 10,000 TCNs. They are
The
not
MOU
deportees, they are not even detained, they are being transitioned to Jamaica, and they are to put in a comfortable place to stay.
The MOU, we
Yeah,
were
comfortable
privy
place
to
to
that
stay. You
came
hear that?
from the US's embassy, classified them as deportees.
Want to get the most out of one sheet? Grab Bounty. Bounty, the quicker picker upper.
Question, just seeking clarity. Did the U.S. initiate contact with Jamaica regarding the TCN arrangement, or did a senior government official first communicate that Jamaica is amenable to such an agreement?
No, TCN is an American request. They have done so with several allies across the region and throughout the world. So it's their challenge that they're trying to resolve in a human way.
So we never suggested it that
No, we
would
couldn't
be
suggest that. We don't have a problem. That's why we suggest. I mean, we don't have a problem. On this occasion, they are friends and they're seeking our assistance to resolve the problem.
Did the U.S. at any time communicate that the arrangement could see Jamaica receiving up to 10,000 third country nationals?
No, there's no such discussion between the governments of Jamaica.
Through no communication at all?
No.
Okay.
Well, if somebody talked to them on the street, I don't know about that. I am responsible, and the minister, all communication that goes to the government of the United States,
Exactly, David.
I personally in the case said to the diplomats, it goes to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They come from my office. Any communication with the United States government on immigration goes through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade.
Okay.
And no such communication or information has gone through.
Okay.
DPM, can I just add one thing? Cabinet decisions, there's no such cabinet decision on record.
That
No
too.
such cabinet decision.
But
And I've gone through all the cabinet
Cabinet
decisions.
don't take it, they come through me to
Yeah.
Foreign Affairs. But again, I didn't get that far. It's just that we have had no such communication.
Again, it wasn't a decision. I asked about communication.
Right.
Why transit through Jamaica and not directly back to their country or their destination country?
No, that's a technical issue which I've been discussing. It is, as I said, several countries. Not why Jamaica is one of an American ally in the Caribbean, and we work that through. It's the way it goes. I think the philosophy behind it, and I can say that is why is that if they stay in the United States, they have an opportunity to apply to stay. So the people are coming, they're coming literally from being apprehended at the border and sent to Jamaica after some routine checks are done. They don't intend to stay in Jamaica, so the United States pay their airfare and they go back home. Their return rate so far has been about 94%. A few have opted to stay. There are a couple of Jamaicans in other countries who are not coming back to Jamaica. They were deported by the United States. When that happens, the numbers in the next shipment drop by that number. So if all 25 decide to stay, so there'll be no crowding on Florida of Jamaica. If all 25 decide to stay, we stop the program immediately. And that's in the document. I don't know if you saw that part of it. That's in it. And then you report, you said you have a document, and I'm saying, I don't know if you saw that.
All right, let's go to the next question.
Zara Burton, 18 Degrees North. Good morning. For how long will the MOU last?
It doesn't have an end point. No, it does still have the starting point either. It's an understanding which, while there's a need, we will work with. If we find it impossible to pursue it, we discontinue it.
How much will be paid
No, yeah, local.
per TCN to house them here as a government? How much will
I don't have
government
that off the top of my head because it is being worked out with the IOM, and that will depend on where they are staying and how long they stay.
And that
Which
me
will be a
want
short
more
time. But that cost is being worked out, and the United States has a bulk sum that they will pay the fees from. It will vary from individual to individual for different reasons.
And is it a situation where whatever we get to house each one of the TCNs is, let us say, additionally, there will be some cushion in terms of revenue that we will be getting as a society? And also, what will we be getting in addition to this money in return for doing this to help out our ally?
First of all, the initial bill will be paid by our IOM, so there's no revenue to come to Jamaica. The idea of what we get out of it is not a relevant question. America, as I said, is one of our strongest bilateral partners. We have multiplicity of agreements, understandings, exchanges in all areas. It's not something you discuss. We do this today, we do that for you tomorrow. That's not
Defeated looks.
that's not a practice of healthy bilateral relations.
Azara Burton.
Is there any, or was there any pressure to Jamaica to engage? I know you said it was an American request, but was there any pressure in addition to the request for any other reason on us? Did they threaten to cut visas, or did they allow us to maybe have a revamp or reconsideration of processing of immigrant visas or something?
You're a long-standing journalist and an intelligent one, and no international discussion proceeds along those lines. We're not at war with anybody. Iran and America at war, they discuss Strait of Hormuz and bombing about Hezbollah. That's a war. We are two friendly countries. We have bilateral discussion daily. That kind of discussion doesn't take place in a healthy bilateral relationship.
Reuters had this question: where from will the TCNs come?
There are people who have been found in the United States illegally. And
What national? Do you have a cutoff on certain kinds of nationals or all kinds of nationals?
One of the operational features for some of the Caribbean islands, just smaller than ours, is that they are Caribbean nationals. But initial discussion, we were looking more that they speak English.
They speak English, that's the criteria.
Initially, that's not settled it in the operation, but that's that's our primary demand at this point.
I think there's a question in front of you. I saw her hand go up first, and then we'll go back.
And just confirming, it's a cabinet decision, you said, right, Minister?
Which, the TCN?
You said there was no cabinet decision.
No, there was no cabinet decision on what was asked previously about the 10,000.
Right, but I'm saying
there
it was a cabinet decision
there is a cabinet decision
on
TCN, and that would have been discussed.
All them we have to inform cabinet.
Yes.
Right, so it was a cabinet decision ultimately,
Yes.
even though you, Minister, signed.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how MOUs work. You have to
Okay,
take them to
that's
cabinet.
I'm a creature of cabinet.
Okay.
Anything I do on behalf of the government has to be approved by cabinet. As well as a creature of instruction that has to come from cabinet and the Prime Minister.
Good morning, Adira Truth from Roots 96.1 FM. My question is actually to Senator Hill. The question, yes.
Thank you very much for that.
No problem.
Yeah.
You can come here.
You know,
The question that I have is, Minister Hill, in light of the challenges experienced by the cement industry in the ripple effects of recent supply disruptions, are there any measures considered to improve the sector's resilience and reduce the likelihood of future shortages, especially given Jamaica's vulnerability to hurricanes beyond temporary importation allowances?
It's a good question, and thank you very much. There are, I was hoping that I could just leave, but clearly that's not going to happen. It's a good question because when you have one supply of anything in any country, there's always a question.
Hello, Edward.
Are you just giving one supplier the chance? Are you taking care of the demand and the customers in the country? And when you have a small country of relatively less than 3 million people, how many cement plants can you have? There are people who talk about it and who might even say,
yeah, them a body all of a
but
sudden
as
look
policymakers, as we have to discuss at cabinet, about the country, we have to have one manufacturer that is here. First of all, we have all the limestone we need and lots of clinker. If we're going to have two, what's the market demand? Remember I told you we looked at the compound aggregate demand, and we say, well, there is not, the demand, the production that we have here is about 1.1 million metric tons. Normal situation, no hurricanes, none of those things. It's enough with a little bit of imports to take care of it. If you're going to put in a second plant, what is the economic, break-even point for a cement plant? It's going to be many hundreds of metric tons.
Sandy? Sandy? Looks like she come up in her back, but she don't understand. If you're coming up in the box, just mute on the mic when you're not coming in.
And therefore, if you put in that plant, aren't you going to have an oversupply where you're going to have a case where neither is sufficiently profitable to stay, and the very thing you're trying to protect, having a production facility in your country, goes away because you make a wrong additional production decision. So what we've done is we had one importer. We've added 1, 2, 3, 4 or so additional ones to make sure that there is a measure of competition. Now, when you're importing, I'm importing, two other people are importing. No matter how you tell us that we're friends, in the end, each of us want to make money. So there's a measure of competition in terms of the price being moderated.
I would like you and my sweetheart to be friends. I mean, if I'm not the same rhythm song you talk about, but I don't want them to know Luxie. I would like you and my sweetheart to be friends. You know, so I never remember the rest of the song go. When me so love sing that song, you see? Yeah. It's so funny. It might destabilize the whole world. You know, see that the man do. The man finds a other country or get ahead of him and he want to top everything. The man want to mash up everything. Mr. Redhead. It's just a repeat back of what happened back then. A repeat back right before our very eyes. Now we continue listening because I'm going to ask one other question we want to hear.
And at the same time, the supply is increased so that area of supply demand equilibrium returns to normal. The issue of building a cement plant, we're going to have to see what NARA does. When NARA comes through, we all of us, I hope all of you in here, expect that there'll be significant growth. Just the building. When you build, you have a truck man who is going to have, you're going to have a cement people, you're going to have craftsmen who get money. That money turns in the economy. We expect growth from it. When that new growth level comes, we then look again and say, well, is one plant enough for where we're going and where we have reached? At that time, a decision, a future decision, but I don't think we're there now, given the kind of analysis we've done in the market and the demand that we're looking at and the additional import quotas that we've given.
I'm not even going to answer. When you Winston, somebody I look for you argue with. I'm not argue with you. I don't have no time for waste on you.
Good morning, Ministers. Shoshana Small from the Gleaner. I have 2 questions or 3. To Dr. Chan, will the MOU that is signed to govern how we interact with TNCs, will that be made public?
Will the MOU?
Be made public?
It's a public document. Yes, it will be public. It will be available to the public. We don't know how to publish them, but it's available to the public. Okay.
And can you tell us what is the latest or give us timelines in place for the construction of the new modern prison.
Yeah. That's still some way off, but it has nothing to do with it, with the current status. The individuals who are receiving in the United States will not be detained in any of our
I'm
current.
just asking that question.
But the prison itself is still, we are acquiring the property in St. Catherine, and it is somewhere down the road. It will not become under it will not be one of the fast project. It's a huge project. We're looking on the possibility of about $30 billion. In fact, I would say that the police, there are several police facilities we like to build before. We have had to make significant efforts to improve the conditions like we're doing for police in our prisons. The population is 3,500. We have space, but we have been improving a number of them for the specialized prisoners we have.
I do have a question for Senator Dana Morris Dixon. The Justice Minister, Delroy Chuck, has said that Jamaica does not have a human rights problem. Is that also the government's position?
Well, obviously, we are a country that believes deeply in human rights. That has been at the heart of our mandate. And even if you look in our manifesto from last year that we used to tell the public what we were doing, we actually wrote about human rights and how important human rights are in terms of this government. And I think if you look at our track record, that's been very clear that is a guiding principle of this administration. So I believe this administration deeply, deeply believes in human rights. And I think we've been operating under that premise as an administration. And you see it in the institutions, the support for the institutions we've given human rights is important.
And if I may ask a final question to Senator Aubin Hill.
Sure. Come on, Arthur.
Minister, can you share the names of the companies that are importing cement to Jamaica? You mentioned that there were 4 companies. And if you could state the criteria under which these companies were selected.
You know, it's very interesting you should ask that question. The criteria was very simple. We had in the government a lot of calls in to the permanent secretary, to me, I imagine. I know certainly to the Prime Minister. And so what we did, since everybody knew that there was a shortage, there are a number of people who wrote us and said, look, we would like to import cement to alleviate the shortage. And we responded to those who asked. And out of that, we made, looking at the compounded annual demand that we're looking at, we decided that we will, for a short period of time, 6 months, and 3 of what we ordered, one of them, but I'll give you buying house, of course, got some more. They got up to 150,000 tons. Jamaica Logistics International Limited.
Woman asked a simple question, this man a girl. Just tell the woman the company we have.
Rock Hard Cement, Jamaica was given 100,000 tons, and Rock Hard went to the Bureau of Standards and had the cement that they expect to import tested, and all the tests prove out, and every week them send the PS and myself the new updated tests from our own Bureau of Standards, which is of course in my ministry. Tankwell Metals requested to be able to import. We said yes. We gave them 60,000 tons. Gore Development wanted to import 20,000 tons for the year. We gave them as well. And Island Concrete Company Limited wanted more than 60 tons, but they were awarded 60,000 metric tons. And those are the people who asked, and those are the ones who responded to. Okay? Sure.
Thank you for that answer, and all of that also came to Cabinet. Yes.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Jamila Maitland from TVJ. To Minister Chan, what does the government believe, our Cabinet believe, is the most challenging part of this TCN arrangement? And 2, I noticed that other countries in the Caribbean, as you mentioned, have similar programs. In St. Kitts and Nevis, for example, the Prime Minister said that only Caribbean nationals will be accepted under their program.
Yeah.
Is it I know you said that, you're not sure about the nationality so far, but is it a similar case where you're saying only Caribbean nationals will be accepted? And what guarantee
They never said
does
that.
the government
They might
have
take
that
everybody.
the countries will accept their nationals after coming here?
All right. First of all, the operationalization has not been finalized in terms of what you do to operationalize. And in talking to the professionals, well, in exchanging thoughts with the professionals who are doing the discussion, this is a matter that I discuss with technical people in the ministry who have experience and found that the primary criteria of establishing that they should speak English, which they should speak English. We have put nothing else on it. We prefer if there are people who have skills and if they can speak English, it makes it easier to come to Jamaica. That's the only criteria. I have personally confirmed with the technical people. We look at other things. Jamaica is bigger than St. Kitts, and therefore we are like a more metropolitan country. We have Spanish tourists, we have German tourists, we have Japanese tourists. So the likelihood is that we'll get third country personnel from across the globe. We are seen as a possible assistant, not just to take a few for ease the pressure, but we have extended air transport out of here to Europe and elsewhere. And that's why we have been asked to assist, and that we'll therefore work with our Jamaican professionals, work their counterparts to see how to operationalize when we settle other issues like accommodation and timing and screening as is required, because we screen them coming in anyway. But we will have some indications. So the NIB will look at that to ensure when we have the names, we're not getting the criminals or somebody else of ill repute. There's no guarantee.
So if a criminal you not get, and you say I deport you not get, I will not
no
get.
guarantee either way. When they get here, there are people who are moving illegally through very difficult challenges to get to the United States. As I said, they have been to other countries, and their immediate response in the first fortnight to get out is over 94% leave back to home country. They are not criminals. There are more people looking at a different opportunity. Jamaica, we have a big name, which is justified and a good brand, but the raw reality, which we sometimes tend to overlook, our per capita income is $7,000 per capita. It doesn't offer opportunities to people who are seeking to achieve a certain level of quality of life away from Jamaica and to live their dreams. They allow to a country with a per capita income of $8,000 per capita. And that's what they're heading for. Majority are going to look to head back home and find a way back in the United States. Like some Jamaicans do. We take them in this week and they find a way back to the United States next week. People are doing that kind of activity. That's how they behave. And when we, in the real world, as a government, we have to take decisions based on what we see as best practice. We can't make guarantees.
All right.
And I said, to other countries where the per capita income doubles ours, they have moved, I said, the 94% moved within 2 weeks. And I said, the understanding is, if they stay here, we don't take any more. And make that very clear. At extreme end, if 25 say, the first 25 come and say, we're staying in Jamaica. You may not have the income, you may not see the jobs, or they might be professionals, like the one Jamaican professional who is staying where they are. They have no interest in coming back to Jamaica. They can get a job and they actually get a pace compared to Jamaica, but they want to stay there. They may say that. If
Yes,
25
Zelda, we know,
then the
Mr.
program
Reggae.
stops. I repeat that. If the 25 come and say we're staying in Jamaica, the program stops. Ceases. Immediately.
All right. I believe we have Liver now. Good.
Morning, everyone. Liver and Barrett, the cleaner company. Minister, I wanted to just pick up my question is right where you left off just now. Given that the agreement is now signed, can you tell the people of Jamaica what framework the government has put in place to ensure that none of the TCNs that we accept, that they don't leak into the Jamaican society? That's one. And two, Minister, can you sort of
Them a go
explain
leak in the society. Them a
difference
go,
in the
them now go in
handling
a
of
prison, brother. You
the
don't hear that already. We are
TCNs
asking the
as
question
against
for.
the handling of the Haitians when they come here. The TCNs are being brought here under the understanding we are worked out with the United States government, and then they are handled in conjunction with the IOM. Haitians are coming here illegally. They are all illegal migrants. And we take position to return them to their home as quickly as possible, directly. We don't have to send them to a third country. Those who stay apply for asylum, and we have to keep them in a place of, so we have to detain them until then. We don't detain TCNs. They are transitioning or literally transitioning through the country. You go to an airport and you are transitioning, you wait a flight to the next one. If you land, technically it's almost similar to that. So the Haitians who are here, their cases are in court. Some have gone as far as they go to our courts first, and they go to the international courts and they seek to get asylum. If they receive asylum, we keep them. It's international law. If they fail to receive asylum, then we send them back home in the nearest. Well, the best way we do it, we use our ships and send them back home. Two different things. We have a set of people coming from a friendly country, which we want to negotiate an understanding to bring them here and transit them to their home country. Haitians are coming here illegally, and we treat every other illegal migrant. We get illegal migrants from Pakistan, if I recall, our kind of recent ones, and other countries, and we send them back on the next flight. We get illegal migrants from the United States. Sorry. Interest in what?
Do they leak into Jamaica
No,
or safeguards?
it's not about a leak, and we have received them in the country.
Hot selling products. Enjoy 20.
They're not leaking. If they choose to stay, then we have to deal with it differently. Well, not differently. If they choose to stay, then they will have to apply to our courts for asylum status, and if they get asylum status, we retain them. If they don't, we send them home. At that time, we'll have to send them home at our cost.
All right, so I'm gonna take Crystal. Crystal, you're the last question.
Okay, yes, and my question is for you,
Name
Senator.
and...
My name is Crystal Williams from CVM News, and I'm asking Senator Dr. Morris Dixon if you can give an update on the state of Port Antonio High as they've lost a student.
This way we stop it for tonight, but I don't get her, because we never play out it, so I don't hear out time mouth for himself what the man has said. Some of them I say to come through in teeth still in about. And he thinks that we are idiot and we not in a sense. But as I say, so much is happening around us, people, and we just have to keep our eyes open to see what is really and truly happening. You know? I must say, I thank those of you on TikTok tonight, man. You really turn out. Thanks for the likes and the top up. And I hope you enjoyed the program tonight. I did. I learned some more because I didn't listen to this man clear out, so I've learned that. So all the best to you, and I want to tell you thank you for stopping by. And until we meet again, I'm your girl, Auntie Jen. Have yourself a great night. Bye. Can Henry all of you over TikTok? Bye. This one said viewers are waiting. Hold on now. So may I stop it?
One of the deported that.
Yeah. It's totally global destabilization. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But you know, we'll keep all on. Anyway, love you. Thank you for staying on. All the best to you. I hope you've been edified more, understand what them say, and all what is going to happen. If it's the will of the Lord, we will meet again. Have yourself a great night. Bye, YouTube.